there, I'm Coach Amy, Precision Nutrition Certified Nutrition Coach with Results Fitness, and the recipe I have for you today is a chicken and veggie quinoa bowl. So to get started, you're going to need 2 cups of cooked quinoa. I'm using red quinoa today. That is my preferred brand. I like the red. It's a little bit chewier, it's a little bit heavier, so I do like that. Quinoa is a great great grain to batch cook and have on hand. So I made a large bowl of it a few days ago, kept it in the refrigerator, so I'm going to be using some of the leftovers for that. I have some pre-cooked chicken. You can either use pre-cooked chicken, or if you buy a rotisserie chicken and just shred directly from there, that works just as easy. And then also a 12-ounce bag of broccolini, 2 cups of cherry tomatoes, 1 red onion, and that is going to be the base for our bowl. And then the dressing that's going on top is an apple cider vinaigrette. So for that, you're going to need apple cider vinegar, olive oil, tahini, garlic, and Dijon mustard. All right, so to get started, like I mentioned, I already have my quinoa ready to go. I did take and prep this ahead of time. So this is the broccolini, the cherry tomatoes, and red onion. All I did was just lightly drizzle them with olive oil, season with salt, pepper, garlic powder, and I baked them at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes, just to soften them up a bit, roast them, and this is going to go on top of the bowls. So that part's already done as well. The base of the bowl, I like to add additional greens to my bowls as well. So I did pull out some spinach to put on the bottom. Just an easy way to get some more veggies in is toss it in the bottom of, a green bowl like this. So I'm gonna put about a cup of spinach in there. And then, like I mentioned, I already have my quinoa ready to go. The red quinoa, I'm going to add 1/2 cup of that. And I will say this, when using quinoa for bowls like this, it does help to have it pre-made and sitting in the refrigerator. I just think it helps with the texture a little bit, makes it a little bit fluffier and heartier. So I'm gonna add my 1/2 cup of quinoa. And this is enough to make about 4 bowls. So I'm just gonna do one as an example. I already have some pre-cooked chicken breast, so I'm just going to toss some of that on there. And then, like I mentioned, the broccoli, tomatoes, and red onion. I'm gonna put some of that on there as well. Another great meal prep recipe. Again, this makes about 4 bowls. So, this is a great one to pack up for lunches for the week. So I'm just gonna kind of eyeball and divide this by 4 based on what I have. So there is my bowl and my base. And next up, we're gonna make the dressing. All right, so I have 1/4 cup of olive oil in here ready to go. And then next, we need 2 tablespoons plus 2 teaspoons of the apple cider vinegar. Now, with raw unfiltered apple cider vinegar, the mother is in there, so you need to make sure you shake it up a little bit and help break up some of that, mother that sits on the bottom. Now, that is where all the good bacteria is, so you really want to make sure you do mix it up and get it evenly distributed. Make sure you get some of that in every serving. All right, so 2 tablespoons plus 2 teaspoons. All right. And then to that, we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. And I've talked about this mustard before. The Trader Joe's Dijon mustard is phenomenal. It's my favorite. It's nice and spicy. So a little bit goes a long way. If you like a little kick, I highly recommend this one. I use this in a lot of recipes. Pretty much anything that calls for Dijon mustard, this is the one I'm using. All right, next up, we have 2 cloves of garlic, which if you've watched me before, 2 cloves means, basically like 2 cups, because 2 cloves of garlic isn't anything. All right, so I'm just gonna put a big glob of garlic in there. All right, and last but not least, we have our tahini. So if you're not familiar with tahini, it is sesame seed paste. It's ground up sesame seeds. This is a fantastic healthy fat. So it's great as a base for, dressings and stuff like this, these bowls. And you could certainly eat this just plain too. If you're scrambling and you need to add a healthy fat to your dish, just drizzle some tahini on it. It has a great flavor. All right, I'm just gonna whisk this up. The tahini will, it takes a little bit to make sure that distributes in there, so it may look a little grainy. So you just wanna make sure you whisk it well. All right, and then you'll see it's nice and smooth and a perfect dressing consistency. All right, then I am just going to drizzle this over my bowl. Helps if I have a spoon and not a fork. And as you can see, you know, with having these couple of items already pre-made, you know, this meal was put together in like 5 minutes. So you really can't beat that. Again, keeping it simple, keeping it fast, keeping it easy is the way to go. So there you go, easy quinoa and veggie and chicken bowl. Again, great meal prep recipe. This recipe makes about 4, so you know you can easily have half of your lunches for the week just from this one recipe. So as always, I hope you enjoy and have a fantastic day.